special guest here with us this week in the Recut Gem Studios because honestly, if WrestleMania can have a very successful night bringing in hip-hop artists, I believe we can too. Multi-platinum artist Moneybagg Yo here with us to discuss Night 1. Bag, what did you think about how Night 1 went out in SoFi?
Mark, thank you for having me on Recut Gems. You know, I appreciate the invite. I gotta say, the music industry well represented at Mania. Snoop Dogg was going crazy. Shout to Big Brother Snoop. You know, that's my uncle. He was representing. You know, I enjoyed. What's the match? Seth and Logan. Oh no, Seth and Logan. Yeah, Seth and Logan. He did the frog splash or the splash on the what's his name? KSI or KSI. Yeah, that was a good move. That reminded me why I used to do my backyard, the trampoline when I was 15. I had a dream, but I really liked the main event too. The main event. Ari was going crazy. She was going crazy in the skybox with the Charlotte and Rhea match. You know, Charlotte.
So she was shaking, going crazy?
She was going crazy. Yeah, you know, when she hit that avalanche riptide, you should have seen her. She was going crazy in there. In the main event, gotta say, KO Sammy against the Uso. You know, I with the Uso because, you know, me, Uzi, and Uso, we was, I probably shouldn't even say that, but, you know, we had Terramana sent from the big homie, so we was going crazy. But, you know, that's different chapter. I don't want to speak on that right now. I might get him in trouble.
Would you ever come through for the big dog Triple H and, you know, perform for a WrestleMania just in case it ever makes its way out to Nashville or Memphis or anything of that nature?
Oh, we was talking about that last year when I was SummerSlam. We talking about that WrestleMania action, you know, where they get the new stadium for the Titans. You know, I got a good relationship with the Titans locked in. So, you know, when we talk about WrestleMania for Nashville, I want to be a musical guest for sure.
We also do have Glorilla with us. Glorilla, Night 2, WrestleMania. What did you think?
Hey, babe, I'm thinking it was good. I love it.
I can't hold it. I can't. ESTG also in the studio with us. EST, what did you think of Stand and Deliver?
Yeah. I went up that early, so I didn't see it.
Did you get to run the replay on Peacock?
Yeah, in Louisville, we don't run the replays. I don't watch no relays. I was up for 3 days. Only caught Night 1 and Night 2. I was on that fence. What they gonna do?
I don't think there's anybody else that we can bring from Memphis.
From Memphis, I don't know.
Big Boogie, did you enjoy NXT Stand and Deliver?
Yeah, you know, me and Mello, we was smoking one day. Big dude, big underrated. He big underrated. I'm glad he won. Yeah.
I can't. I can't, man. As we wipe the tears away, we would like to welcome you to another episode of Recut Gems, a very special Black Print Patreon bonus for all of our beautiful Black Print patrons. I am MC. Alongside me here, A+, in a much different location, a much different scenario than we were in the past couple of days. I must say, though, it does feel good to be home just a little bit.
Man, it was a great time in LA, but you're right, man. I'm glad, you know what? I'm not mad at the red eye, man. I know you took a red eye back to Florida, but salute to the red eye because I was knocked out, man.
The red eye, I'm becoming a bigger fan of the red eye. At first, I was like, never in my life would I ever take one.
Me too.
But I'm a little bit more comfortable with it. Like the nice little 10:30, 11 o'clock flight, you knock out automatically. By the time that you get home, it's like 6, 7 in the morning. And then the tough part about it is actually getting home and then knocking out for the remainder of the day. But outside of that, it saves you an entire day. You don't have to pack up your day at 8 a.m. in Los Angeles, especially in a time zone that we were in, and switch it all the way back to EST and then have to figure out what the remainder of your day is. So it was good. I must say it was a much better flight than I anticipated.
Yeah, same here. Like, you know, I will say Wednesday when I got back, I was a little like, oof. A little tired throughout the day, but I bounced back by Thursday. I was good. But once again, I'm a fan of the red eye now. So salute to the red eye.
So it only took you a day or so to bounce back?
Yeah, a day or so.
Yeah. All right. It took me a little bit more. I didn't expect to take like a couple days to have to bounce back, but I'm in a better position than I was like say on a Wednesday. Wednesday, I barely wanted to talk to anybody. I just wanted to get back to normal, reset my body. But the good thing is though, I wasn't wrestling fatigued. I know usually on WrestleMania week, it's tough for a lot of people to try and, jump back into what is going to now be the quote unquote new season. I guess we still consider this to be the season, even though the season premiere is technically in September for a lot of these shows like Raw and SmackDown. I'm still in the brain of after WrestleMania, it's in the new season.
Yeah. As H would say, the new chapter begins.
And even though we do have a deal that is definitely not being ignored by myself or anybody within the company, just know we ain't going nowhere, my nigga.
Hey, you want to get that question out the way? Yeah, Nick Houseman over here. I just want to know, are you going to talk about the Endeavor deal? Nope, bitch ass nigga. All right, let's get over it.
the finger guns. What did Heyman say? Was that the same guy that Heyman was like, that guy likes to start a lot of trouble around here, isn't he?
This is the guy who got Punk all riled up, yeah? Yeah. Oh, yeah. He didn't Roman can't do Roman. Roman's like, improv. I said, oh, Roman lighting his ass up on the low. That's funny. That's hilarious.
And I don't feel so bad about how a lot of things went down, even though I did talk a good game throughout the weekend. Our motto and our call towards everything that we went through from Thursday going into Sunday, which by all means, I'm still stunned that we did the entire fucking weekend outside of Brunch and Deliver.
Yeah.
Outside of Brunch and Deliver, we did do the entire weekend, which was crazy to me.
Yes, come on. Yeah, I mean, yeah, right. Besides Brunch and Deliver, because I could not fathom being at the arena at like 9:15, 9:30. Like, this is Saturday service or something, man. Like, what are we doing? But no, we made every event, the big ones, SD, Hall of Fame, night 1, night 2, of course, and then the Raw after Mania, which was hotly debated. But I don't know if it's me or maybe, you can feel the same way, but it wasn't the worst Raw I ever experienced, as such, debate online would say.
I was cool with it. The nigga outside was like, well, this Raw was just so underwhelming. I was like, I had fun. I lost my voice somewhere. Right. Cool with that. And I should be the main nigga that did not have fun this weekend. I was talking the biggest cash.
Call it
what you want all weekend.
Call it what you want weekend.
It was the call it what you want weekend, even going into Saturday. And then Sunday, it just ended up being bad for me. But in due time, we will have our comeuppance. I don't know when that will be, and I don't know who we is actually referring to, but there might be also other people that do feel like me, right, that want to see the end of a demise, but that may come this year. It may come in 2024. I'm not sure just yet.
Hey, I'm man enough to say I was speechless. At this advanced age, you want to think that you can see everything coming. And I did not. I thought it was Cody's time. I mean, the way the match was laid out, the way things were happening, it felt like it was that moment for it to happen. But as we know, it did not. So we have to wait and see at this point. But I was going to say a few minutes ago when I was talking to you, I have to admit, and I mean, hey, you don't have to admit, but I will say that Roman's entrance and theme, I said top 10 earlier today. I'm going top 5.
You're going top 5. At first I wasn't really feeling it, and I think that it was because the setting that it was in that late 2020, like those last couple months of 2020 when he actually, started his reign. Yeah. I was like, these keys ain't really hitting like that. But that was when we had LED TVs and not necessarily 80,000 in the biggest WrestleMania of all time that we ended up seeing in a city that, it's kind of tough to try and vision how this company takes over an entire city like Los Angeles.
It's a large footprint, right?
The theme hitting Sunday felt a whole lot different than I would say in the beginning. So I will admit, don't try and use this. I know Discord. I know everybody that listens on Discord is watching, and this one is lateral. It is not upward. So don't try and screen cap now. I will give Plus the idea, or I will agree that this is one of the better themes that we have heard in a long time, because this actually does feel like final boss music.
Completely, and that it suits him. I think that's the reason why I'm in between like top 10 and top 5. it's worthy of it, of the all-time greats. Yes, it's worthy of that alone.
Outside of Mania, I do have to say thank you for a lot though. Plus, and I said this on B-sides. It's a little bit tough to try and explain, but it's very underrated to have somebody that from the moment they step down in a city to the time that they leave, they have everything set and scheduled as to having a good time. I guess that's not the best way to say it, but you truly do have the formula of jumping into a new city, or it could be, obviously LA is not a new city for you. It's a fairly, I'd say fourth or fifth time for me in Los Angeles, but jumping into a town and making it feel like your town, you do have a talent for. I have to say that is a very underrated characteristic.
Nah, thank you, man. I appreciate it, dog. I mean, we talk about it a lot in the Discord and just say like, I have a love for America, man. So any city I've been to, I do want to kind of like get around it to the point where I don't want to feel like I live there. I respect the land I go to. I'm completely a tourist, but I don't want to feel like I'm just like, don't have my bearings around. That's just kind of a personal thing. I just need to know where I'm going and where I'm at. I need to know my surroundings and a little bit about it. So no, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, we had we behaved ourselves. I originally said we were going to be in an behave era in Los Angeles. I'd say we behaved ourselves pretty well.
Yeah, I thought we did good, man. I thought it was a good time, and overall good experience, man. I enjoyed the hell out of it, honestly.
The signs we made sure that we kept our hands nice and down. Not anything went too crazy.
Right.
Didn't yell out anything except Roman, it's time for you to job. Right, and even though I went, what is it, 4-2 throughout that weekend, it's completely okay.
Yeah. We was going for a 6 belts one weekend type of situation, and we got 4 of them. But the other 2.
I should have fucking known. But you know what? It's okay because we enjoyed everything else that happened throughout Los Angeles. Did have moments of, I gotta say, I thought that I would be hit in the head a lot more with LA records. In Dallas, when we did it last year, I felt like there was a little bit more of a experience within that throughout everything that we went through. We just heard a lot more Texas records than I would say we did in Los Angeles. And although our night started from that Thursday night, going all the way into Sunday, we did have a couple of good moments. We did hear the Brown Bag Morning Show. Shout out to Letty and everybody out in Power 105.
Power 106. Power 106.
Power 106, excuse me. We did hear a little bit of K-Day. We got to wrap some Dre and Snoop.
Yeah, we did. Yes, we did.
You know what I'm saying?
So 92.3 was a Homo Big Boy.
Oh, yep.
What's up, partner? It's your partner, big boy. All right, that's my big boy.
Is that your big boy?
That's it. That's all I got.
I was about to say I couldn't really do any of the other radio voices that may have come out in LA, but I did enjoy my time. I did enjoy my time from a music perspective, especially with how they set up things in WrestleMania. Having Snoop Dogg out there,
that was amazing.
Damn near saving the show on Sunday.
Dog,
you and I went up when they were playing almost 2 moments. Nothing but a G thing.
Yes.
Between himself and Miz.
Yes.
And then Rey Mysterio played it in his entrance before he ended up playing Eddie Guerrero's theme and then played his own damn theme.
Yes. I love the fact that Snoop was like a constant presence. Like, I mean, he wasn't announced prior, I don't think, as the co-host with Miz, but he really, like, whatever the dog father of WrestleMania means, that was him. Like, he was a constant presence either through the Miz segments or with Rey. Or like once again with Miz creating that moment with, I believe, the referee, I forget her name, but she pretty much told him to do a people's elbow, and Snoop being the pro he did, even though there was the now infamous running of the ropes, which was comedy, man. I'm sorry. Comedy. But it was an all-time classic funny moment, though. Gotta love it. It was a mania moment by all means.
Yeah, man. I gotta say, as much as I shouldn't be surprised to hear something like Nothing But a G thing at WrestleMania, I still do become taken back just a little bit by that because I don't know. I guess I could ask you specifically. Like, we went up hearing Nothing But a G thing, going like, oh shit! But we really shouldn't be surprised at Rap's presence in there. But does it still kind of like surprise you having somebody, especially as big as fucking Snoop Dogg, represented this way in WrestleMania? We kind of take Snoop out of the equation and just look at the idea of hip hop being represented in an area of 80,000 here at the SoFi, hearing these records in places, especially in wrestling nights that you're not very accustomed to it every single night? Does it still kind of take you back just a little bit?
It's a few things about that, right? So first, Snoop Dogg alone, like I don't have his Q score offhand, but it has to be like among the highest in hip hop, right? Snoop Dogg has been around 30 years, 30 plus years now. And seeing him in the same room with Martha Stewart, seeing him in the same room with anybody it's never off-putting. He is Snoop Dogg wherever he goes. And that alone is just like a skill that's only few possess. And he's in rarefied air. So yeah, having him playing, G Thing at WrestleMania is like, wow. Back in the day, you think about like watching Forrest Gump, you had all these rock songs like I was born, man, ooh, the red, white, and blue. You know what I mean? All that, you hear those songs. If you make a movie now about, a period piece about the 90s or 2000s, hip hop is going to be the soundtrack in those movies. So it's once again, nothing but a G Thing. It's over 30 years old now. That's terrifying. But it's the truth. And that, once again, is burnt into the conscience of America. I think it peaked at like number 2 in the Hot 100. So it was a huge record by all means. It's a classic by all means. And you're right. Sometimes it is culture shock hearing a song like G Thing being played that much throughout a legendary legacy event like WrestleMania. That to me is still kind of mind blowing. But
and it's not even to say that like we didn't have presence in the early WrestleManias, because like you said, early 80s, you're hearing and you got the Rock and Wrestling and MTV and so on and so forth. But Ray Charles was at WrestleMania 3. Aretha Franklin was at WrestleMania 4?
Yeah,
doing national anthems and things like that.
Yeah. So I would have to agree. Like Salt and Pepper was at WrestleMania 11.
Mm-hmm.
So Boys have been WrestleMania 15.
Classic.
Yeah. So we were always around, but hearing something like that, I mean, hell, man, I love the fact that even shit, look at Weekend, man. Look at where the hell Weekend came from, the blog era and all of that. You know what I mean? Like,
Weekend, where the fuck were you? Where were you? I just want to ask. You are one of the rarest heirs. You have one of the rarest heir at WrestleMania to have 3 themes back to back. You're matching Roman Reigns on these title defenses out here at WrestleMania, and you can't even show up, bro.
Come on, man.
Can't even show up to WrestleMania.
The Weekend's elusive.
I would hope not that elusive. But then again, he does have a little thing with Los Angeles. He does have a little bit of a crazy relationship with Los Angeles. I would expect him to be, wow, I don't have a Weekend voice. What is my Weekend voice?
Something Michael Jackson adjacent.
I was a little bit busy, and God, does Weekend have that many interviews? I'm starting to realize. I don't think Weekend has that many interviews.
Right. Yeah. And on top of that, hearing Kool and the Gang, man, all-time classic. So the music, man, was choice. And I even admit, man, some of Triple H's heavy metal picks, man, with the Black Sabbath War Pigs for War Games, man. He had some choice cuts throughout these last few months, man. So
that reminds me of when Run DMC was doing the DX theme, but that was the same year WrestleMania where Ice-T did the fucking Godfather's entrance.
Pimpin' ain't easy, man. Pimpin' ain't easy, man.
Anaheim. Roll a fatty for this pimp daddy. They ain't getting that off. 2023. Well, again.
Nah. The only thing you get is a 420 bro shirt. Yeah.
It's time to roll a fatty, bro. I'm about to roll up that solo pack on Monday, fellas.
Let them know, bro.
Solo pack? What the hell is that? Kevin, maybe it's best we don't explain things to you at this time of night.
This is 10 o'clock Corey Graves, of course.
Yeah.
This is Corey Graves after 10 o'clock.
This used to be Warzone hours, Kevin. That's before your time.
Well, it's a war zone in this ring right now.
God damn it. You take the fun out of everything, don't you, Kevin?
Raw Rose on.
Let's roll rules on to commercial break.
Oh, my gosh.
But even though we have plenty of presence, I still am very happy at how things went down out there in WrestleMania. And I think within this next year of us preparing for WrestleMania 40, which I think they would spend a good amount of time like setting up in ways that they did WrestleMania 30. And I'm watching WrestleMania. I'm heading up to WrestleMania 20 right now and a little bit of my rewatches.
Mm-hmm.
They have the WrestleMania sign up and they're doing WrestleMania 20 promos. It's fucking June.
Yeah, it's the sign.
Like it's fucking June. And they're talking
first year
about
with the sign
20.
too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, first year with the sign.
Yeah, Vengeance is going on, and I'm looking up in the sky, and I'm like, why do they have WrestleMania 20 signs out in July? I don't think they're going to return to that because now, 2023, 2024, we're in a position where they're doing a lot. It's Rumble specific, so you're not going to get this a little bit earlier than you did beforehand. So I completely understand that, but it's like, man, I would expect WrestleMania 40 to be a huge deal, especially with how the way WrestleMania 39 went from a hip hop perspective. You had Snoop, you had Uzi out there. Uzi clearly not just there for a check-in to do Just Wanna Rock like you would expect him to be like at the damn Kids' Choice Awards or something like that. He knows his product. He says he wants to fight one of the best heels of our generation in Dominic Guerrero.
Yeah. I mean, if he wants to wrestle New Eddie in Philly in his hometown, that would be kind of fire. I can't lie. I mean, he's going to probably go down to Florida, you know what I'm saying, get some days in with Pop Mysterio. He's going to teach him the tips and tricks, probably be in his corner. That would be amazing, man.
Uzi as a luchador would be 1,000% insane. And that's why I am hoping that WWE takes all of this positive energy that has came from WrestleMania 39 of including us and be like, yo, WrestleMania 40 needs to be a rap fucking spectacle. Anything that we need from a Philly perspective, and there's numerous artists that you can choose from a Philly perspective. I'm hoping that they throw the entire bag out in front of us of anything Philly that could come out. And even if it's pander, I'm putting my Drewski hands up. Pander, all you need to. Because Philadelphia, WrestleMania 40 is going to be once in a lifetime. I hope that they Philly the shit out of everything next year.
I already had a t-shirt collab with WWE. We did a Dreams and Nightmares collab. So I'm hoping I can get that, in ring moment. I'm hoping I could, bring Cody out. Dreams and Nightmares in the intro.
Yo, how you do that 450 splash, yo? I'm trying to figure that shit out. How you flip? I can't flip my legs up like that, yo.
Hey, this the hustler, Cassidy. You can't have a WrestleMania in my backyard without the hustler. I'ma be there. You gonna be there?
Imagine how we heard Jey Uso at the airport at LAX. Yo, this the hustler. And if you in my city, you better turn up to WrestleMania 40 out in the Lincoln Financial Center.
Yeah, get them last minute tickets now on Ticketmaster. It's the hustler.
Oh my God.
Yo, this your main man Freeway. And if you know how I know, you know I'm gonna be at Wale Mania this Thursday. 8 p.m. at the motherfucking, what is it, House of Blues we got out here? Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah. You already know Scrap. Yeah, you already know the Broad Street Bully. I'm gonna be at Wale Mania. You already know I'm there. I'm gonna be there with the Almighty too. I'm gonna have some people with me, Scrap. Yeah, come to the TLA. That's where we having it, on the House of Blues. One of the other, Scrap.
I will be going insane. You already posted how it would feel if Feel It in the Air. You know what? I'm going to say it right now. I don't even think it's a hot take. I would expect more people to have this take. As far as a Recut Gem perspective, if there are those that have not listened to this album before, big recommendation this week. Please go on Apple Music, go on Spotify, Tidal, Amazon Music, YouTube, whatever you choose. Beanie Siegel, The Becoming. I would like you to play that from the top to the bottom. Feel It in the Air is one of the few rap records that have made this eye water up and drop down to the cheek. Whether or not you feel that way, if you have never heard Feel It in the Air like that for the first time, please, Please, that is one of the top recommendations that Plus and I have this week for you to listen, because if they were to ever drop Feel It in the Air on a program or a promo, especially for a main event level, like they could have done for Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes this year, I would go insane.
Oh my gosh, man. Like, first of all, that album means so much to me. It was like, that was like my freshman year of college. So yeah, the Becoming's like by far his magnum opus. But yeah, Roman and that together, that would be perfect. That would be perfect, man. Especially, like I said, once again, for Cody, Dreams and Nightmares. Come on, man. That shit writes itself. That, you don't have to even say anything else. Dreams and Nightmares. And it's a classic song. So do what you want with that. That's right there. But yeah, Feel It in the Air, that would set the tone for like, yo, there's a storm coming. Matter of fact, the storm's already here. Roman's like, oh, there were seeds of doubt last year. I'm really nervous now. That would be crazy.
My spidey senses is tingling. Man, I'm so tired of y'all niggas trying to kick me out the damn bloodline. Watch what I do at WrestleMania.
He's like,
Can't tell me nothing different. My nose twitching. Cody Rhodes is going to WrestleMania.
When you like, I'll read between the lines of your eyes and your brows, your handshake and match your smile. That's the contract signing right there.
Yeah. Haha, you niggas foul. Big, close shot at Roman's eyes. Big shot at Cody's eyes. Me? I'm like, Triple H, you bastard! I swear to God, Triple H, not again.
Oh, that would be amazing. That would be amazing.
I don't know what Cody's gonna rap the SmackDown before though. Should I get a little Philadelphia with you guys? I'm still hustling till the sun come up. Crack a 40 when the sun go down. It's a cold April. Y'all better bundle up.
And that better be a how to thumb or grab a
just to lock us down. Listen up. Don't you know Roman's whole purpose is to lock me down and throw away the key?
Oh, Philadelphia.
Cody!
That's shades of Philadelphia Freeway, Michael.
Or what else should I play for you guys since you don't believe me? What if I say there's a lot of bad women in the building? Amen. Came in the game killing them. Jalen. Yeah! Yeah!
Oh my God.
Me gonna be like, hey, hold on. Give me the mic.
Oh my God. Yo. Oh man, when we start singing Music Love to Brandy. Okay, what else is gonna happen?
Nah, if he start getting in this Jasmine Sullivan bag, I'm gonna be like, all right, Cody, you're doing tone it down just a bit.
Roman,
so what do you guys
pick up your feelings?
What do you guys want to do? You want to take a long walk around the park after dark? God damn it, Cody. To stick to one lane, god damn it. But you know what? I'm completely for the inclusion of Cody Rhodes. The inclusion of Cody Rhodes rapping the way that he wants, because I know he's not going to mud it. I know he's not going to go anything crazy with that, because honestly, I cannot believe we went to the position last week that damn near felt embarrassing. To try and paint John Cena, the legendary John Cena, into somebody that he was not. And honestly, I am disgusted for those that joined that conversation and tried to paint it as if the legend also, Tony Yayo, was getting ripped off in some form of capacity.
Nah, come on, man. The honorary G-Unit soldier. Are you kidding me? John Cena, how much he gave back to the game. You ever see any of your other favorites go to Hot 97 with Sway in the building? Also, shout out to Bumpy Knuckles, Freddie Fox right there. Became his sensei after that appearance. Yeah, that's right. He went up there, showed and proved, and gained a big homie at the radio station, man. That's what a real one does. Oh, you want to talk about he borrowed something? Man, listen, he gave up the G-Unit his whole run. Let's look at the G-Unit clothing logo. That's the same as a Chain Gang Soldier logo. Yeah,
Mhm.
I remember the first time I saw that spinning G-Unit chain on TRL. Blew my mind too. So what did you see? Spinning US title, spinning WWE title, giving back to the game. And you think that's stealing? You think that's plagiarism? You don't think Curtis 50 Cent, the biggest heel in hip-hop, wouldn't have said something at the time? Nah, he showed love. And
Yo, Cena, you fucking bitch, I swear to God, I'm gonna come up there in them studios. Don't think I don't know Vince McMahon, nigga. Ha ha.
Well, the actual impact of the marketing dollars spent by WWE on making sure that they was doing something that, mirror what we're doing, actually influenced the spending of the marketing dollars in my company. So it was a win-win for everybody. The impact of that, you had to actually be there to believe it. But, the actual aggressive content coming from both content providers actually made a difference. So salute to Vince.
Yo, Vince McMahon actually gave me $2 million for that chain. Really? Yeah. They don't talk about that. So when the artists that try and bring it out for me try and say I don't have a bad album, I just say look at the marketing dollars. Look at the $2 million that I just got from wrestling. Y'all are going on YouTube and doing this for free. That's why I say G-Unit is in such a better position than a lot of these artists. Even ask Cam. You think Jim could get money from WWE? I don't think so. Even though he should check MVP for that bowling. He's not gonna check MVP for that bowling.
I mean, we don't even talk, but I was right there with 50 when he signed that check. I seen it. I was right there. He had the money from WWE. Look, Junkyard Dog fan my whole life. I was happy for bruh. He ain't never give me $1.
Banks, did you hear about the deal? Did you get any of the $2 million from Vince?
Yeah, I heard about the check, but I ain't getting nothing out of it, so I ain't got respect.
Banks is talking on the radio in pure rhymes and is gonna be killing me. But I had to do my research, man, because niggas were acting up a bit too crazy. I'm in my 2003 rewatching right now, and I look up Vengeance, and I see John Cena do the spinning hand. I'm like, this is 2 years prior to the damn So Seductive video. So what are we talking about? But then you made sure that you double checked and you hit the In the Club video when Yayo was doing it the first time. And I said, son of a bitch, that's where Cena got it from. Yeah. The So Seductive is incorrect, but the In the Club, that 1 second of In the Club changed lives forever. That's crazy.
Yes, and this is when music videos were analyzed second by second because they were on TV. Some people did have DVRs by then, but this is when you watched every second of a music video till it faded off. There are certain parts. I mean, I can remember the end of Juvenile's Hot video, first time seeing Lil Wayne, where they're all holding the chain in the circle, like in the huddle. I'm like, wow, this guy had a chain. He looks 13. And then he was rapping on the next video. But I just remember that. Like he saw that. And of course, In the Club is one of the biggest hip hop singles in the history of the genre. So
talk about it.
Yeah, hey, Cena saw it and was doing a bet with his cousin, and it happened. History was made,
It's cool to be influenced, man. He's giving back. He clearly said, I literally got it from Tony Yayo. Leave him alone.
I don't know why this even happened. They tried to pull John Cena and Tony Yayo into that whole Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark nonsense. And it's like, come on, y'all. Y'all are digging for something y'all ain't have a clue about. You know what I'm saying? I hate people when they just want to just join the conversation just for sake of joining and have no facts about nothing. Just, yeah, they should have let that girl do it. No, I agree totally. Let me just preface it by that. I agree. There should have been no blowback on some Keith Olbermann or Portnoy dumbass about what Angel Reese did. Like that was stupid of them. They exposed themselves. Yeah. But people jump into the story like halfway through it. You know how people do on social media.
And they tried to do it with MOP too when they said, oh, Cena needs to break them off for the Abado. But I don't think Billy Danz and Lil Fame are going crazy. Like, yeah, we about to fucking make sure that we bring Cena out to Brownsville and let him know how it is out here for stealing our sound.
Yeah, that's whack, man. We fucking with Steve Black, man.
We need a motherfucker kicking this motherfucker.
John Cena, fuck you. Tell me something new.
Tell me something new. That's gonna be that Rock Nation. Nah, Rock Nation not gonna knock it over for Cena, man. Just leave my dog alone, man.
Yes, man. Yo, please get off Cena back, man. Cena's a legend. Cena gave it up in real time. Yes, I mean, G-Unit was the biggest thing in the burbs during John Cena's initial ascent to superstardom. So why are we even like acting like he didn't give it up? Come on, y'all. Y'all know the spinning chain and what it did for the culture. Y'all know what the spinning belt did for the culture. Love it or hate it or love it.
And y'all know that Chappelle skit. I'm from the streets, man. Not to say that Cena is I'm from the streets, man. But let's talk about a different time. Sometimes you just got to acknowledge the different time.
It's a fact, man. It's just what it was. He was a part of the era, of the culture. That's why it worked. Once again, there was nobody else in that time with a persona on TV that went like, Undertaker wasn't making appearances at funeral homes. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, John Cena dove into the character and went to Hot 97 and got some respect. He went platinum off the rap album, man. Like, let's not forget. Give it up for
And he could have completely sold out, but went to, he was doing records with Definitive Jux, doing remixes with Murs.
Yes.
This is a guy that has his stripes just a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
By every stretch of the imagination, he is evolutionary Mark Wahlberg. Flat out.
Evolutionary Mark Wahlberg. Wow.
Both from the Boston area, both rappers, both actors.
I have a funny relationship with Mark Wahlberg because there was a time that there was a teacher that would refer to me as Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Okay. Ooh.
And I didn't know that. I'm like, who the fuck is Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch? Until I find out, who it belongs to, who it is. But then I'm no selling good stuff. So it's like, what was it called? Good stuff?
Good vibrations.
Oh, Good Vibrations. Excuse me. The good stuff is New Kids on the Block.
Ooh, oh yeah, the right stuff.
Yeah, the right stuff. There we go. That's my relationship with Mark Wahlberg. But like I said, y'all, very big recommendation from Plus and I this week.
Yes.
Please listen to The Becoming. If you've never, ever listened to The Becoming, it's going to be our theme. It's going to be our album that we're going to be playing to prepare everybody for WrestleMania 40 next year out in Philadelphia. Hopefully, we see you there, especially for those that are in the tri-state area, if you're in New York City, Connecticut, so on and so forth. If I get my Funk Flex on real quick, it's not too bad to get your way out to PA and enjoy some wrestling like how we did in Los Angeles, because I want people to know the feeling is back. I don't want to be super wave the flag.
Right.
I don't want to be shield man. But the feeling is back. I'm just going to let you know. Experience it at least once in your life. It's fucking amazing.
We went back to back and we went in there like, I don't know about Philly. It's not a lid on that thing. It might be cold.
I was like,
I don't know about that. We left
snow maybe.
Snow maybe. We walked out of that weekend like, yeah, we're going for the three-peat. We're going for the three-peat. It is what it is. It's happening. Embrace it. Let's prepare for it. You know what I'm saying? That was dope, man. I gotta admit, man, they did it in style, man. Anybody having an issue with the weekend as a whole is kind of crazy to me. And yeah, you got another defense shield up if that's the case.
Well, I will have a specific issue if something happens in 2024, but we'll leave that alone, and we're not going to speak that into any form of existence. We will leave you with that and let you know that we are going to be here back again 2 weeks from now with another Black Print bonus of Recut Gems. New AMP episode, Black Print Radio, this Wednesday. Very, very special guest, our brother Armand Sadler is going to be with us live on AMP this Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Hopefully you can make it with us live on AMP. If not, if you're a Black Print patron, of course, you can always enjoy the replay for our printer tiers there on the Black Print Patreon. And then, of course, you'll hear from us next week between myself, J5, and Josh Pease with another episode of the Black Print. Plenty to discuss, as it was just J5's birthday on Sunday. It is also Easter Sunday as well. We're not going to be talking about Easter Sunday. I doubt we're going to have some big Easter Sunday stories. At least I wouldn't expect. But there's plenty throughout the week that you will hear from us on the Black Print. And of course, also on Recut Gems as well. So for A+, I am MC. We will see you in 2 weeks with another Black Print bonus of Recut Gems. Peace.